Hola there, it's Halo with the Armageddon Report. I'm going to give you a spoiler alert, that's what it is. Tomorrow, there is a potentially damaging wind event coming for the northeast Estados Unidos. That's the United States. But first, let's talk about hurricanes on cyclocin.com, yes. So, part of the break-off of Isaac is down to 20%. I think it's up to as much as a 60%, but it's not looking like it's going to officially become any sort of thing. We've got current Tormenta Tropical, Leslie, they've actually now finally got the viento, the wind probability or land hazard or whatnot, going for Leslie for Bermuda for early Sunday. But otherwise, still for the past several days, maybe even the past week or something, dangerous surf condition has been generated by Leslie. And then Michael, apparently nothing. Michael's just out there over to the east, apparently not affecting anyone on Tierra land. Terra firma, that's what they call it. Here are the active weather hazards at the moment. That looked like it just showed up. What happened there? So we've got severe thunderstorm watches, we'll talk about briefly, or shortly, is what I mean. Red flag warnings, that would be fire weather conditions where they are favourable, and heat advisories still. Here is the severe weather outlook for today. So as high as a 30% chance of winds, 15% chance of hail, 2% chance of a tornado, 3 watches in effect at the moment. So here's the severe thunderstorm watches that are in effect right now. Here are the warnings that are all over, so except for over there, it's mostly severe thunderstorm type warnings that are going on. Yes, all over the country. Here is the specific wind map probability. So as high as 30%. It's 45% tomorrow. And here is, oh, by the way, severe wind, 58 miles per hour and greater. What is that? 50 knots, I think is what that is. Or is it 60? Anyway, I think it's 50 knots. Hail would be 1 inch or larger, so the probability of that today, only 15. Tornado, by far the least of the threat, but of course if you get one, you don't care that it was only a 2% chance. You care that a tornado showed up at your door. So yes, 2% chance today for that. Tomorrow, let's, which tab did I put it on? So, as of yesterday, I didn't even talk, yesterday I hadn't even talked about Saturday, because this is what the probabilistic outlook was. There's a 5% chance. This is what it looks like now. So the models of whatever generally something like this, they see further out in advance than that. So 45%, and if you scroll down to read this, it says potentially significant damaging wind event is expected across much of the northeastern US on Saturday. So yes, damaging winds. So and I meant to close that. We'll just ignore that because it says potential too low. Okay, so two things going on this map. So number one, since it's the black hatched area, that means the significant weather. And they don't break it out into wind, hail, tornado when it's like day 2 or 3. They just say significant weather. But it's most likely going to be significant winds. So what does that mean? That means instead of 58 miles per hour and greater, it's 75 miles per hour and greater. Basically, it's Category 1 hurricane status type winds, or you could say that a Category 1 hurricane produces the equivalent of a significant severe wind event. But then the second thing is that the 45% chance. So for instance, a random point in New York, that means that for that point, or someone within a 25-mile radius of them, there's nearly a 1 in 2 chance that they will be affected by this severe weather event. Yes. So, big thing going on tomorrow, and that's, up from 5%. I seldom ever see that word. I'll see it jump from 5 to 15, and 15 to 30, but I have not yet seen it jump from 5 to 45, and who knows, by the time tomorrow rolls around, they might have even put a high out, which would put it at 60%. But, that's just, conjecture? That's just me guessing. Anyway, so that is definitely something, if you are in that area, or flying to that area, or know people in that area, you should absolutely be paying attention to that. Yes, tomorrow. Anyway, severeweathertv.com is the official homepage of the screencast. Wikidwix is WICKEDWX.com. And Cyclocane is CYCLOCANE.com. Ignore that, hey. And unless you speak Espanol, El Disco. It's talking about a dance, right? Or a hard drive. Anyway, that's it for today. What is it they say in Espanol? Bye!